Since we today will talk about adoption and community, let's start by focusing in deeper into the Mint formula. This is really the heart of the machine. So what do we have? We have your reward is the log base 2 of the delta rank times the mint term times the amplification factor times the early adopter amplification. So if you watch Xenducation hit number 1, you know exactly how this works and that it has viral tokenomics built in. By the way, a few people came to me and say they were a bit confused after the first time listening, but after watching a second time, it made it much more clearer. It's a lot of information to take in, and I realized that, but you just have to apply the Wallace model of learning. You consume everything, you do something else, you do some push-ups, and then you come back, and the more times you listen, it will be exponentially clearer. So it seems hard, but it's actually way easier, at least if you compare it to a lot of other things out there. So this part right now is going to be at a very deep level. So if you don't get a hard on for formulas, just skip this. We're gonna dissect the quarks into levins here. But why I bring this up again is to emphasize the power of this machine, because there is something that I think a majority of you really hasn't understood yet, which is in relation to the power of adoption built in to this formula. So in the first step, you claim your C rank, right? And that's the one right here. And the protocol registers your C rank claim and remembers it. So it's connected to your claiming address. Yeah, not the wallet. The protocol reads addresses. Now, this is the mint formula. So this is the formula that calculates your mint at T. So when you come back at T and do the actual minting interaction, the protocol then applies this formula, and by then we have all of the values, right? So the EAA, that only depends on claimed C ranks in total. The AMP doesn't care about anything other than time. It's time dependent. The log base 2 dictates the mint velocity. The T is what you choose when you claimed your C rank. So we have all of that. Now, when you will do your mint. So let's forget about all of these for now, and let's just focus in on this one. I've summarized it here just so it's more cleaner. What really happens here? Let's talk about it, because this is the most exciting thing in my opinion. You know, the CRU, your C rank, which you claimed T time ago. Your C rank is that natural number that you got back then. That was simply the then current global rank plus 1. So your C rank is always the sum of all addresses that has interacted with the protocol before you claim C rank plus 1. So your C rank at that C rank claiming process equals the global rank at that time. So you claim your C rank, but then what happens? In between here, many others also claim their C rank, right? Before it's time for your mint. And thus the global rank increases for everybody. So what does that mean? And here's the punchline. Well, it means simply that when you come here for your mint, the amount of Xen you as an individual is allowed to mint is in direct proportion to the overall adoption. You see where I'm going with this? You're incentivized to spread the word of Xen, because everyone you talk to that also claims their C rank will add up to the global rank. But you're not the only one talking about it. Everyone is. And everyone is talking about Zen is good for you because all of it matters for because all of that matters for your individual mint reward, which comes here. So let's do an apple and oranges comparison to this. When you as a Bitcoin OG mined Bitcoin 13 years ago and you told your friend about it, that had the result of your friend also starting to mine Bitcoin. But what happened then is that now you were two sharing the same amount of cake, competing for the same sweet cake. So this in turn led to a highly competitive situation. And I'm not going in the direction of arguing that that competition could be argued as actually a good thing, but this is why this is an apple and oranges comparison. My point here is simply that with Zen, when you tell your friend about mining Zen, he doesn't become a competitor. He becomes an ally, an amplifier. He is also claiming his C rank will benefit you in your mint. So that means more rewards for you and everyone else because of the global rank increase. So this is what I mean when I say that this is the most underestimated factor in the whole concept. The psychological effect that this will have on you, knowing that everyone's efforts to push Zen is going to benefit you. It's going to benefit your friend for sure. He gets a good deal. He gets to learn about first principles of crypto. He doesn't have to sacrifice his own money to learn theory and practice. And he starts planting his seeds. He pays some gas and gets a free mint with the click of a button. So you will be directly incentivized to also push each and everyone else's effort to promote Zen. So it has viral tokenomics built straight into the adoption formula. Let that sink in a bit, because that's huge, guys. We could also stop there, but there's more. So let's go deeper into the levels of this. You might say, but wait a minute. You're not fooling me, Zenzu. I see what's going on here. If you amplify my rewards with adoption, you're going to amplify everyone else's too, and the value will be diluted to everyone else, right? To a point, sure, but the supply is just following the log2 base function. So that's number one. It's inflationary in the beginning and disinflationary with time and adoption. Now, number two, the dilution is not really what matters. It's not how many wallets you attach to this. It's how many people you invite. That amplifying reward for the whole community, where you're not paying the gas, someone else is paying gas to amplify your reward. So let's say you invite 100 friends and they in turn invite 100 friends as well. So now we have a network effect going on here, right, with the Metcalfe's law. So the network is now 100 times 100. It's 10,000. They all have Zen, they grow the network, and it grows huge. So forget about dilution. What's important is population, which has the potential to be bigger than any other crypto. The initial price is 0, but when population grows, so many more people are attached. If you go to a small network, the network is of course not large and the value is not there. It's exclusive. And you might think that it doesn't have dilution, but usually a project first mints 1 trillion coins and then they talk about inflation and dilution, but it doesn't matter because the founder have pre-mint all the coins and then they're trying to sell it to you. They say we're deflationary because we're burning, but they have no community, Shiba did it, it's huge, and then they just try to figure out how to burn. So Zen starts at 0, and no matter what we call dilution, every person we add is creating network amplification. So the Metcalfe's law of Sen, the square of the number of users in the network, that number doesn't matter. The force comes with population participating in the protocol. So let's give you an example. Imagine you're holding any kind of token. Let's say ETH, for example. Any other token, not Sen. So Sen brings in 200 million new wallets to Ethereum. We're doubling the population of what's there today. What then happens to your coin, your ETH? Well, they go up in price. Gas is being burned. It adds liquidity. The whole crypto network gets more value than that wasn't there before. So we can accelerate adoption, not dilution, acceleration of the whole value of the crypto world. So if you start for a day, then you're an early adopter. The next day, 10 more people come. So it doesn't really matter when you come in that aspect, because what matters is that you stay one day and then you're an early adopter. If you stay longer, you're an even longer early adopter. And if your time horizon is years, it doesn't matter when you come in. So Sen is onboarding humans providing education that's allowing people to resist. New people who get exposure to crypto will know how to react. Once you understand Sen and learn first principles, you will know that Celsius is not that. And as soon as you give up your keys and coins, someone else has your economic energy. You literally made an exit with your self-custody. You gave ownership to someone else. This doesn't happen with Zen. So Zen has a built-in social engagement. And what's really cool is that you can see the network effect in a number in the global rank. So you can quantify the adoption in a number. So yeah, what really matters is population, adoption, amplification. So yeah, guys, enough fun. Also to mention is that we did some last minute modification to the formula. It's nothing big, but it's good to know. We changed the AMP from reducing from 30 per month to simply 1 per day. So now you can tell your friends, hey, go claim that C rank today, because tomorrow it's going to be 1 less down to 0, and that's going to take a little more than 8 years.